7 degrees.
107 degrees.
Yes.
Okay. So the angle of measure the angle of measure A is 107 degrees.
Yes.
So
We want the measure of angle C next.
should I write that trapezoid down?
I would draw the trapezoid. Yeah, I would put that down.
Okay, let me just hold on there. I need to write this. Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on forward.
Okay, so it says that A and C are consecutive angles. Consecutive angles add up to 180.
Up to 180. Okay.
So that means the measure of angle A and the measure of angle C add up to 180.
Up to 180. Okay.
Yes. Now, are you given the measure of angle A?
Yeah.
What is the measure of angle A?
The measure of angle A is 107.
It's 107. And we'll just use C for angle C.
Okay.
So how do you find the measure of angle C? What's the step here, the math operation?
The math operation for that. You have to subtract.
You have to subtract 107 from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me what C equals?
What C equals? Okay, got it. Hold on. Ow. C equals, okay. $73.
C is 73 degrees. Perfect. Okay, so that goes in that first box there.
Okay.
All right, now in an isosceles trapezoid, the base angles are the same. So the base angles here, these are base angles, are congruent or the same. So what
Okay.
must the measure of angle D be?
A measure of angle DB.
The base angles are congruent.
So it means you have to add up to 180 degrees.
No, that's consecutive. Congruent is something different. Congruent means they are equal.
Equal. So that means they're the same. Same 73 and 107.
So what's the angle? What's the measure of angle D?
The measure of angle D is 73.
73. And the measure of angle B is
107.
107. Very good.
Yep. Trying to write this down.
Yep, get it down and let me know when you've got it down so we can move on to question 2.
Okay, there we go. Got it down.
Got it down? Great. All right, let's look at question 2. All right, it says dart is a trapezoid. Okay, so we're going to draw another
It's a
trapezoid.
dart.
It's the 4 letters of the trapezoid. You have to use a 4-letter word for a trapezoid. So we'll draw the same trapezoid again. Okay, so we've got to put the letters around the edge. Now it says that DA is parallel to TR. So we're going to go D to A, T to R.
Okay.
So get that down on your paper, please.
Okay, let me get that down. Okay, got it down.
All right, now the next sentence says the midsegment of trapezoid dart is MN. Do you remember what a midsegment is?
The mid segment.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so a midsegment connects the midpoint of DT to AR. So this is the midsegment here. So
Let me see.
midsegment,
Let me see.
so midsegment
Okay.
goes through the midpoint.
Okay. There we go.
All right. So it gives you some lengths here. It tells you that DA is 10 and TR is 4. So we actually have to redraw this just to make it look, or relabel it just to make it consistent with that. So DA is the longer side,
Okay.
is 10, and TR is 4.
TR is 4.
DA is 10, TR is 4. So we want the length of MN.
The length of MN.
Yeah. Do you remember from class how to calculate that?
How to calculate that?
Yes.
Okay. So what you need to do for that, you need to like, I think you have to like uh, or maybe multiply.
Do you remember how to find the midpoint? We did
Oh
that over
yeah,
the
yeah,
summer.
yeah, I know that.
Uh-huh.
X2 plus X1.
Divided by 2. So do
Yeah.
the same thing here. Add up the two numbers.
14
divide
and
by-
divide by 2, that's
and
7.
There you go. That's the length of MN.
Okay. The length of MN. So the length of MN is 10. I mean, I'm sorry about that. 7.
Yes. Did you get all that down?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to number 3. So it says EFGH is a kite. Angle G and angle E are opposite angles, and EF is congruent to GF. The measure of angle H is 100, and the measure of angle F is 40. Find the other measures of the angles.
Okay.
Okay, so this is we've got to draw a kite here. So we'll draw it, I guess we'll draw it sideways. Something like that, okay?
Okay. All right. Something. Oh, that's a kite.
Yes,
So okay. So now we're gonna be doing the kite right now.
yes.
Okay, all right.
Do you remember which are the opposite angles in a kite?
Opposite angles of the kite. So yeah, the opposite angles of the kite are G and E.
Right, but in the picture here, which one is it?
Which one is it? G and E are opposite. That's the top one is G and the bottom one is E.
Okay. So I believe the way this is G and E are like this.
Oh wait, are they? Oh, okay, maybe.
Well, actually, hang on. I'm not sure here. This is not written well, which is the main problem here. It's EF is congruent to GF. Okay, so this is not correct.
Wait, is it not correct? Did you do it wrong?
Well, it's not written well, so that's why it's sort of a struggle here to figure this out. So let's go H and let's go F like this. I think this should work here. Yeah, let's go with this. This will work.
That?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me just write this down. Okay, wrote it down.
All right, now measure of angle H is 100 and the measure of angle F is 40.
Measure of angle F is 40. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All
All right,
right.
now in a kite, the other angles here are congruent. G and E are congruent.
Okay.
Now all the angles in a kite have to add up to 360. So we have 100 plus 40 plus G plus E has to equal 360.
Okay. So I'll write it down.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, got it down.
All right, and now the thing is though is G and E are the same. Okay, so we actually don't need both letters. We'll just call it G instead of E because they're the same. So we have 140 plus 2G equals 360.
Okay.
Could you solve this for G?
You solved it for G.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this. And now you have to subtract both sides by
What do you subtract
140.
both? Yes.
$26 equals 220.
2G. It's a G. 2G.
2G. Ah, okay. Okay, got it, yeah.
So how do you solve for G? What's next?
How do you solve for G? Divide both sides by 2.
Okay, so what is the value of G?
$110.
Okay. So this angle up here is 110 degrees. And what is the measure of angle E?
The measure of angle E, 140.
No. You're just guessing. What did we say earlier about G and E?
Oh, they're just the same,
They're
110.
the same. They're the same. Yes. So that helps you to fill in the first two here.
Yeah. So, okay, let me write those equations down.
Sounds good.
So, okay, all right. So what
You
does
got-
X equal?
Okay, so to figure out X, we have to go back to this part. It says EF. EF is congruent to GF. So here's EF, EF, E to F, and here's GF. Those are congruent. Do you see how we have an expression for EF and GF?
Yeah,
What does the word congruent mean?
congruent means the same.
So we set these two equations equal to each other. 2x minus 10 equals x plus 5.
Okay, yeah.
And we solve for x.
Solve for X, okay. Well, can we solve it together?
I think you can solve this one. You're gonna move some things around. I mean, you might even be able to guess the answer.
Uh, okay,
You have to get the x's on the same side.
X is on the same side, okay. All right, so now, I don't know, can you help me out?
You're gonna subtract x from both sides.
Wait, just X?
Yeah, just x. There's one x, so you subtract it. You always move the smaller to the bigger. Smaller to the bigger.
Okay,
So what is 2x minus x?
2X minus X, that's 1.
1x minus 10 equals 5. I want you to solve it from here.
Okay. Okay, now what you need to do is to subtract both sides by 5.
No, that's not correct. Try again. You focus on the side with x.
1X
That's right. But
minus
what is this right here that I'm circling?
10, it's negative 10.
So how do you undo that?
Add.
Okay. Okay, so what do you add to both sides?
10.
Okay, so go ahead and do that and tell me the answer.
$15, and that equals 15.
X equals 15. Very good. So you asked me what is X? X is 15. Okay, did you get that down on your paper?
Yeah.
Okay. Now to find the value of EF, you have to take that 15 and put it back in for X.
Okay.
Are you able to do that?
Yeah.
So what is the value of EF?
The value of EF, 2 times 15 is 30, minus 10, 20.
Good. And you have to do the same thing for GF. You have to put 15 in for X.
Okay.
What is 15 plus 5?
15 plus 5, 20.
It's 20. Very good. So there you go. There's your answers to the last two parts here, 20 and 20.
Yep.
Let me know when you're ready to move on to number 4.
Well, let's move on to number 4.
All right, let's do it. Are you doing anything fun this weekend?
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
To be determined. Okay. So we looked at a problem like this earlier. It says that EF is the midsegment of the trapezoid.
Okay.
Okay. So remember we talked about it being like the midpoint formula. So the midpoint formula, think of this one as X1 and this is X2.
Okay.
So we have 4X plus 43 divided by 2 equals 32.
Yeah. Equals 32. So, okay, let me just write those down. Okay. So that 32. All right.
So how do you undo division by 2?
Division by 2, you have to multiply.
So you multiply both sides by 2. I'm going to switch colors here. Times 2 times 2. Now on the left, this is very important. On the left, it cancels.
It cancels.
Yes.
Okay. So now, all right.
On the right, you have to multiply. What is 32 times 2?
32 times 2 is 64.
Okay. So on the left, there's no need for the parentheses anymore. So you can drop them because there's nothing on the outside. What is the first step for solving this two-step equation? What do you undo first? Addition and subtraction?
Division, subtraction, I said.
Okay, so you're going to subtract what from both sides?
4.
4 is multiplying X.
43.
You're going to subtract 43 from both sides. What is 64 minus 43?
4x equals 21.
Okay, good.
And then that's it. Now you can't divide.
You can divide.
Well, it doesn't equal to 21. It equals only 20.
Well, that means it's a decimal.
Okay.
So do you have a calculator handy?
I only calculator I got is it's point 0.5.
Go ahead and use it. Could you have one on your computer you can use, or you can grab one, but I want you to divide this for us, please.
Okay. $5.25.
5.25, very good. Now let's go back to the question and see what it asks for. Does it ask for the value of X?
Does it ask for a value of X?
Does it ask for the value of X?
The value of X. Yes.
Yes, it does. It does. So that's your first answer. So that's the first thing to sort of circle or box in, say there's my answer for X.
Mm-hmm.
Now the next thing it asks for is the length of AB.
Length of AB. Okay.
AB is 4 times
It's
X.
8.
No, it's not 8. 4 times X. What is X?
5.25.
So you have to multiply 4 times 5.25.
21.
It is 21. Very good.
It's the same.
So make sure you get all that down.
Okay, got it down.
All right, let's look
Got
at
it down.
number 5 now. Okay, any idea what shape this is that we're looking at?
What shape that is for what we're looking at.
Yeah,
That is a kite again.
it's a kite, yes. And in a kite, okay, the opposite angles here, these that I'm circling, they are congruent.
Mm-hmm.
So 111 equals 2x.
Yeah.
So I want you to solve that for x.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now for that right there, 111. You have to divide both sides by 2.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. And that is 56.
It's a decimal, Sourish. Give me the full decimal.
It's a des. Okay. 55.5.
55.5. Very good. So that's the first thing. It says, does it say to find the value of x?
Yeah.
Yes.
And now you have to, and now for 80, you have to subtract.
We have to find the missing angle. The missing
Yeah.
angle, we'll call it y.
Yeah, you have to like,
But let me redraw it here because this will help you to be able to answer this. So this is 80. This one up here is 111. This is also 111. The 4 angles have to add up to 360. So 80 plus 111 plus 111 plus y equals 360 degrees.
okay, so All right. Okay, so so what do I have to do?
You have to solve this equation.
Solve this equation. So that equals 360. So now
So you have to add these three numbers together.
add these three numbers together. Okay. $302.
Okay. So what do you do to solve for y?
What do you do to solve for y? You have to you have to subtract.
Okay, so subtract from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
What is the value of y?
I got. 58. 58.
58. Y is 58. Very good.
Yeah.
So that is the missing angle.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know when you get all this down.
Okay, got all that down.
Got all that down? Great. Okay, let's take a look at the last question here. So you have that on your paper, right? Number 6.
Yeah.
All right, let me snip this in. So I went ahead and I graphed the 3 points.
Okay.
Give me just a moment here. My screen is, there it is. Okay. So A is 4 comma 3. B is 6 comma minus 3. And C is 9 comma 1.
9,1.
Now,
Okay.
what's odd here, Sourish, and I don't know why your instructor chose to do this. They did not,
They chose me to do. It is signed for every class.
this problem does not have, it doesn't tell you which one to find the median.
I don't
So-
even know why did they just put that, but
So we're going to find the median between A and B. Okay, so you've got to find the midpoint between A and B.
okay.
So that's the x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2, like that. So you're going to use the points A and B. I want you to figure out the midpoint for me, please.
The midpoint form. Okay.
Yes.
The midpoint formula.
Do you know which numbers to add, Sourish?
Yeah, I know what the numbers add. So first up, you need to add 4 and 3.
Nope, x1 and x2.
Yeah, 4 and x1 and y1 is 3. So yeah,
It's 4 and 6, Sourish. X1 is 4, x2 is 6.
okay. And now, okay, yes, okay. Let me do it. Plus -3. Okay. 0 divided by 2. It's 0. So 5 over 5, 5, 0.
Good. So that's the midpoint here. It's right there at 5, 0. So what is the slope? And all you got to do is count here. What's the rise over the run to go from this point M to C? What's the rise over the run?
9 over 1.
1 over 4.
1
Just
over.
count. You're just counting the lines. Up 1, and then right 1, 2, 3, and 4. So your slope from M to C is 1/4.
Okay.
Now, did you get all this down?
Yeah.
Okay. So the equation of the line here is y minus y1 equals your slope x minus x1. This is your x1 and your y1. And your slope is 1/4.
Okay.
So y minus 0 equals 1/4 x minus 5.
Okay. Shall I write that?
Yes. This is the end of the problem here.
Okay, there we go. I'm done.
Very good. All right. You want to let your dad know we're all done
Yeah,
for today?
Dad. Thank you, Matthew.
You're welcome.